Hello, welcome to Return to Self. My name's Lana, and if we haven't met before, then it's lovely to meet you. Now, today I thought that we would talk about seeking external validation. This goes beyond caring too much about what other people think about us and goes straight to the heart of something psychologists call toxic shame. So once you begin to understand the connection between external validation, toxic shame, and approval, a lot of the behaviors that you have start making sense. A lot of the people pleasing, the overthinking, the perfectionism makes sense. External validation is when your sense of self worth depends on other people confirming it. From a very young age, we learn that approval from parents and caregivers is associated with love, safety, connection, and a sense of belonging. It's very common and in many ways normal. It becomes problematic when external validation becomes our primary source of self-worth. You might notice that you're seeking external validation if you really enjoy being told that you did well, thrive off the fact that people approve of your choices, the way that you run your life. Validation is normal because humans are social creatures and we need to feel a sense of connection. If your self-worth is fully dependent on external validation, it makes you unstable because your confidence rises or falls depending on how people are reacting towards you. I'll use this as an example. Have you ever noticed after losing weight, you become used to people complimenting you perhaps on weight loss or how you're looking and things like that, especially if you do begin to get more attention from people? Well, similarly, have you ever noticed how when you put on weight or start to age or any of those sorts of things, that you begin to feel sadly about yourself? You might notice your self-esteem starts to decrease, and you might notice validation-seeking behaviours. This is because the approval that you have been getting from others has decreased. Issues in relation to your need for validation from external sources becomes a lot more apparent during this time. You notice becoming increasingly self-critical of yourself, becoming more of a perfectionist about things. This could come out in terms of trying to embark on diets, extreme exercise regimes, and things like that. You might notice a lot of negative self-talk starting to arise. This is being driven by toxic shame. Toxic shame is not just feeling bad about something that you've done, it's believing that something's wrong with you. You're somehow faulty, broken, not like everybody else. Toxic shame says that I am fundamentally flawed. This belief often develops early in life. It can happen because of constant criticism. It can be caused by emotional neglect. So parents not showing much affection towards you. It could be because of bullying or humiliation, especially if you've grown up in very toxic environments or extremely abusive environments. This can be quite common. When this belief forms, the mind starts searching for evidence that you're not acceptable. And that's when the approval seeking behaviour loop begins. It's a cycle that people live in without realising that they're living in it. First, there's an internal belief, and it says, I'm not good enough. So you try to compensate by seeking validation. You work harder. You try to please people, you avoid conflict, you try to be perfect. When someone approves of you, it feels amazing, but only temporarily, because one criticism, one rejection, or one disappointed reaction can bring the shame rushing back. And then the cycle starts again. Signs that you might be stuck in this pattern might be things like noticing that you're overthinking conversations after they happen, feeling anxious when someone seems upset with you, struggling to set boundaries with people, struggling to say no, apologising excessively, feeling like an imposter when you succeed or that you don't deserve something, feeling relieved only when someone reassures you that you're doing a good job or you're a good person. Lots and lots of behaviours that can indicate that you might be stuck in that pattern. These behaviours aren't weakness, they're adaptations to shame. Now we'll move into how you can break the pattern. Healing doesn't mean that you suddenly stop caring about what people think. That's completely unrealistic. Instead, the goal is to slowly shift from external validation to internal validation. This means learning to ask a different question. So instead of asking, do they approve of me? You start asking yourself, did I act according to my own values? Over time, this creates a more stable sense of self, one that isn't constantly dependent on approval. What we'll do now is move into an IFS meditation for self-worth. If you can just find a quiet place where you can sit comfortably or lie down, that would be great. Allow your eyes to close gently. Take a slow breath in through your nose and a long breath out through your mouth. Again, breathing in slowly and releasing the breath. Letting your shoulders soften. There's nothing you need to fix right now, nothing you need to prove. Just allow yourself to arrive here. Now, I want you to start settling into yourself by bringing attention to your body. Notice the weight of your body where it touches the chair or the floor or your bed. Feel the support beneath you. Take another slow, deep breath in and allow your breath to soften your chest and belly. Inside you, there are many parts, different feelings, voices, and reactions. And behind all of those parts, there is a deeper presence. In internal family systems, this presence is called the self. The self is calm, the self is compassionate, the self is curious and accepting. Right now, see if you can connect gently with that calm, observing place inside you. Now, bring to mind a moment when you wanted someone's approval. Maybe you wanted someone to like you, or to be proud of you, or to tell you that you did well. Notice what part of you shows up around that. Where do you feel it in your body? Maybe in your chest, your stomach, or your throat? Just observe it with curiosity. You might silently say to this part, I see you. I'm here to listen. This part probably worked very hard to help you belong and to stay safe. Thank it for the effort it has made throughout your life. Let it know that you appreciate what it has tried to do for you. Now gently ask if there is a part of you that carries shame. A part that believes you're not good enough or that something is wrong with you. If a feeling or image appears, just notice it. You don't have to push it away. You might imagine this part sitting in front of you. You might say silently, I know you've been carrying a lot. You don't have to carry this alone anymore. Just sit with this part for a moment. Let it feel like that it's finally being seen. Now imagine the calm, compassionate self within you moving closer to this part. You might picture offering it warmth, light, or a comforting presence. Let this part know something important. Your worth was never dependent on approval. You were worthy simply because you exist. Allow these words to land gently. Now bring your attention to your heart area. Imagine a small light there. This light represents your self-worth. With every breath in, the light grows a little stronger. Breathing in, the light expands. Breathing out, it spreads warmth through your body. This worth doesn't come from achievements. It doesn't come from other people's approval. It has always been inside you. Just allow yourself to feel even a small sense of inner value. Even 1% is enough. Now gently thank the parts that showed up today, the part that seeks approval, the part that carries shame. Let them know that they are welcome and you will continue to listen to them. Take a deep breath in and feel the room around you. Slowly starting to notice your body again, supported and grounded. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Remember, your worth is not something you earn, it's something that you remember. If you've struggled with people pleasing or approval seeking, it doesn't mean you're weak. It often means you learned early in life that acceptance had to be earned. But self-worth doesn't actually work that way. Understanding the role of toxic shame is often the first step in changing the pattern. Remember, change takes time and it won't happen overnight. But with a bit of time and effort, you should start to see your self-worth improving and approval-seeking behaviours declining. I hope that this has helped and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for that. Bye.